Am I back? Is Johan Koi Mai Kalal Koi Hey Waha? Uh-huh. Ah, ah. Shabash. Namaste, namaste. Pahadi David. This is Pahadi David in northern Indian Himalayas. Welcome back. I think we got a serious internet problem tonight. Internet. Yeah, not the first time. Not the first time, Hajur. Not the first time, Hajur. Welcome back to the live stream. How are you? Are you fine? Pahari David from northern India. Please send a text. Send a message. Ah. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Internet problem tonight. Akshat and Katia. Hey, just a moment, please. We got an internet problem tonight. I'm coming back now, yeah? Katia, Kakua, Ajare, Ajawe. Hey, yeah. Internet problem tonight. Internet problem, but it looks better now. Hakan Gaming, namaste, nice to see you back, Hakan Gaming. Akshat. Are you Akshat Pandey or is this a different person, Akshat? Hi, Kakatya. I'm still in Korsani, in Uttarakhand, 200 kilometers west of the West Nepal border. That's right, Almora district. Hakan Gaming, Akshat. Is that you also, Akshat Pandey, or is this different person? Hi there, Bhaskar Andpali. Bhaskar Andpali. Nice to see your name again, Akshat. Good. Yeah, Korsani in Uttarakhand. Aha. Shabash. Wow. Have you been busy lately, Akshat? Have you been busy lately, work or study like that? Kakatiya. Someone please listen to the song of Gopal Babu Goswami. All right, just give me 2 minutes, huh? El Muni Tato Pani Pion, Garam Pani Tato Pani Pion, huh? 1 minute diyo pe, huh? Shabash. Bhaskar Andpali is saying, David, do you believe in love and war? Do I believe in love and war? Let me think about that, huh? Oh, just a minute, huh? Acha Bhaskar, Andapali, Bhaskar, love and war. Do you mean, Bhaskar, do you mean like in the history of mankind, love and war, or? Oh, what a question to ask me this time of the night, eh? Bhaskar, David, why haven't you married? I always see you alone. You don't have any family. Look at my happy smile, Bhaskar. Look at my happy smile. Ah, ah. मेरा जिंदगी में कोई खच खच गिच गिच नहीं है, कोई क्वांक क्वांक नहीं है, कोई परिवार की मचमचाहट, हाँ, कोई शादी की टेंशन, बजट की समस्या नहीं है, हाँ, ये आपको मेरा पूरा जवाब है, पूरा जवाब, हाँ, हाँ. Talk, who's this new person? Is this a new viewer tonight? Talk at, we'll just call you Talk at, eh? Thanks for coming, Talk at. Indian namaste to you. How are you? Where are you? Are you in India or another place? All right, Kakatia, one song is coming, okay? It's coming right now. Right now. Good, 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 good. Talk naina. Acha talk. Oh, I see, I see. WNV. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thanks, Kakatia. Now we're on the right track here. Talkative Naina. Small spelling mistake, Naina. Naina ji, namaste. Kya haal hai? Sab theek thaak hai? Shabash, shabash. Wow, wow, wow. Now, Kakatia. Berupako barumasha. Berupako barumasha. Narena kaful paku cheta. Meri chela. Kaful paku cheta. Meri chela. Hey. Apun khani pansupari. Apun khani pansupari. Narena makadini bidi. Meri chela. Makadini bidi. Meri chela. Berupako barumasha. Berupako barumasha. I see, Talkative Naina. You're new on YouTube. Ah, very nice. Thank you, thank you. Talkative Naina. This channel is 7 months old. Please support me. Please support me. How can I support you? Panwanola ka alambi bajara. Panwanola ka alamba bajara. Panchinga pokori persiddha chan meri chela. Panchinga pokori persiddha chan meri chela. Berupako barumasa. Kafalpako cheta meri chela. Alamora ka Nanda Devi. Alamora ki Nanda Devi. Narena Fula Charona Pati Meri Chela. Berupako Masa. Shabash. Naina ji aap kaisi ho? Kaisi ho? Sab theek thaak hai? आप पहाड़ी हो? पहाड़ कुमाऊं गढ़वाल की? शाबाश. अच्छा, कटिया Ajawe, Kakara Reta Kajawe, Ajawe, Tandopani Pijare. Hey? Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Acha, you're from India, are you? Oh, India's a big, big place. Big, big place. Wow, wow, wow. To Bhaskar Tumar Nantin Katuchan. Oh, Bhaskar ji. Bal bache kitne hain jivan sati. Bua bui sasural sasur. Sab sat sat hain. Wow, wow, wow. Naina, I'm originally from England. I'm England, Anglo-Australian, and I have lived a long time in the Himalayas, so I call myself Pahadi David. Half of my lifetime I've lived in India and Nepal, only in the Himalayas. Ah. Hi, Tarkul. Welcome back. We've restored the internet. Thanks. Namaste. Nice to see you again, Tarkul. And well, I live here at 6,000 feet, 6,000 feet up in the Himalayas, so it's a little cool here at night, you know, especially after rain, yeah? Himanshu, Nankad, Shabash, Shabash. Thanks for coming back. Earlier tonight, Himanshu, one person was asking for you. One person was asking for you, Himanshu. Um, I think it was Mercury Quicksilver. Himanshu, remember Mercury Quicksilver in real life Paras? I think that was the person, yeah. Bhaskar is asking, David, from your perspective, is living life as a single individual inherently rewarding, or do you consider the partnership of marriage? Well, I can only talk for myself, Bhaskar. See, on these subjects, we cannot give general answers. It depends totally on what the person needs, what the person needs. And in some cases, it depends on what the family and what society gives. Not just what the individual needs, but what the family and society give to that person, what choices society and family give to that person's, or is there compulsion, jabardast, for the individual to get married, pressure from the family and society. It all depends on these things, you know. um, in my case, I have had a nice life. I've had a good life, um, Masker, as a traveller, and travelling here, travelling there, just with one backpack, one big backpack, no other luggage, no other luggage in my life, and I'm happy with that. And also, Basker, the world's population is very, very much overloaded. The world's population is very, very much overloaded. Yes, Himanshu, I think you're famous now. People are asking for you. Hi there again, talkative Naina. Wow, wow, wow. Bhaskar, you're 47 years of age, two kids, daughter and son. Well, well done, well done. You see, everybody has different needs in their life. Everybody has different needs, Bhaskar. Um, there are no general rules and regulations for everybody. We are all individuals, you know. Hi there, Tarkul. Thanks for coming back, Tarkul. Please always express yourself freely, Tarkul. Send messages, anything on your mind. Huh? Please don't restrict yourself with your texting, you know. We have a new viewer on the live stream, Talkative Naina. She said she's from India. Maybe you people can give her a nice welcome, you know. Anybody who's coming to the live stream regularly, maybe watching, learning English from me, please have a look at my 16 English teaching videos. If you speak an Indo-Aryan language like Hindi, Nepali, Gujarati, Marathi, Himalayan Pahari, please have a look on that, because this I have just look on my channel, scroll down, the last videos, and you'll see 16 English teaching videos, and they are prepared in Devanagari English system, okay? Some difficult problems with spelling and pronunciation in English. Have a look at those videos, they will help you, yeah? Yes, Naina, I understand 80% of Hindi. मैं समझता हूँ धीरे धीरे Sada Hindi. Hi Aditi. Yeah, Mikhail Patrushev did come. He came from about 9:15 to 10:15. He stayed. He gave some interesting insights about Russia. Um, for example, Russia and Ukraine have always been close, but Western Ukraine has been closer to Europe, Eastern Ukraine closer to Russia, and also Aditya Mikhail from Moscow said when USSR was united, the country was better, but now it has been very much broken up since about 1989, Gorbachev, you know. Oh, Nady, you thought I was an astrologer? Oh, no, I don't know about astrology. I'm thanks, Himanshu. I'm fine. Thanks. I see, Naini, you're a 34 years old woman living in India. Good. Fair enough. Wow. Good. I'm living in Uttarakhand, Naina, Uttarakhand, one town called Korsani in Almora district. Thanks to you nice people for coming back. We had half an hour ago, we had big internet problem, but I have enough mobile data still, so that's no problem, you know. Aditya is saying strongly that astrology is a pseudoscience. Yes, there's some talk in that. Yeah. No, don't be sorry, Naina. Don't be sorry. No mistake. Don't be sorry. Okay. Please come back, Naina. Please come back again. Yeah. Himanshu, I see you've got your full name, Sri Himanshu Nankad G. Shabash, that's nice. Good. Shabash. Good. Thanks, Naina. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have some nice dreams. Please come back. Good, good, good. Or Naina, I start my live stream 6 p.m., then 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 1 hour break. Then I come back second time, 9 p.m. to 12 midnight, like that. Nice to see you. Thank you. What's the question, Aditya? British colonial era? Religion? Ooh, politics? मजाक मत करो यार. गंभीर रहो. And since 2 weeks, I'm uploading new video blogs. Okay, have a look. Please have a look. Just short ones, 6 minutes, 8 minutes long. One new blog. One new blog on. Hi, Sandra. Well, nice to see your name again. Sandra, some new blogs from me recently. Short ones, 3 minutes, 8 minutes long. You can see on this channel. One, Corsani photo studio. I love going into photo studios in these countries and looking at photo studios. Always half of the photo studios are photos of people on their happy marriage days, on their happy wedding days. Yeah. Did you see the tone changing in my voice there? A bit of a gamble, isn't it? Bit of a gamble. Yeah. And the other half are just local people, and it shows a lot of like the local life and culture when you visit a photo studio. I like to take videos of those places, you know. And there's 2 other videos of local museum here in Corsani. Local museum, especially of one great Kumaoni from here, poet who lived about 100 years ago. Some old black and white photos. Remember the days of black and white photos? Bah. Interesting video. It's called The Museum, Part 2. Okay? Another one, if you speak Kumaoni language, an 8-minute long video of me talking my favorite Kumaoni language words and expressions. That's about 8 minutes long. Okay, Himanshu. Yes. Thanks, Himanshu. I'll see you again. Love you. Yeah, I love you too, Himanshu. Thanks you. Yeah. Platonic love between males. Some people say that the best love between males, the best, purest love, is always platonic. Thanks, Himanshu. And I do know who Plato was. Plato was very, very famous goalkeeper for Athens United soccer football team about 3,000 years ago now. Yeah. Sometimes he played and in the attack also, like striker, you know. All right then. Now, Aditya, David, polar bears never eat penguins. Oh, gee. Yes, Sandra, colonial lady. And listen, you other people, we're talking, it's not so often we get viewers from overseas, from outside of India, right? So you might like to say, give a nice hello to Sandra, colonial lady from Ireland. When she was younger, she lived in South America with her parents. They were working there. Nice to see you again, Sandra. We've been a bit slow the last week, you know, so thanks for joining. Sandra says, David, I experienced a very similar situation myself when I was younger. Many people would ask me why I didn't get married again. Yeah, oh, look, the same question, the same sometimes irritating question. What to say? What answer to give? On that subject, Sandra, and many other sometimes irritating questions, I found, it took me some time to realise this, Sandra. Often the best answer is to this question, or to that question, or to any other sometimes irritating. It was my choice to do that. Or, oh, that was my own choice not to do that. Hey? Some people immediately understand by the tone of your voice that, ah, Sandra or David's not going to explain any more on that. That was their own choice. I like that answer. I like it. Okay, Himanshu. Okay, and remember about Plato. Um, if Plato were alive today, Himanshu, he would definitely have played in the EPL in England. Definitely. Probably for Liverpool. All right. Yes, Sandra. Interesting questions. Uh, Aditya, why do polar bears not eat penguins? Is it because the skin's too tough? I don't know. Now, Sandra is saying, David, do you believe a woman can live a fulfilling life without getting married? What are your thoughts on this? Oh, definitely sometimes. Definitely. Definitely. I'm not an expert on marriage, but I'm a definite expert on non-marriage. Definitely an expert on non-marriage, Sandra. Um, the single person, how single is that person? Completely single? I mean, like celibate? Or occasionally has an affair? Or what? But one thing I can tell you for sure, Sandra, when we live alone, not lonely, hopefully alone but not lonely, when we live alone, it's often because we don't want too much entanglement with the world. Am I right? Eh? We don't want too much entanglement with the world. We want to live on our own, look inside ourselves, hopefully meet a lot of needs which the human being needs. We have a lot of needs, right? The more you look at that, whew, sometimes one lifetime's not long enough. We have a lot of needs, right? Yeah? And with a family and kids and their family and blah, 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 blah. It would not be easy to meet one's own needs. This is a prime reason why I never got married. But the other main reason is also very healthy. Nothing strange about me, nothing strange at all. Is that strange? Oh, I mean, strange can also mean different, right? No, 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 no. That is a foreign language to me. When I was a young boy, Sandra, I wanted to be a traveller. And I had a great mentor who was my uncle, Uncle Harry. And he taught me a lot of things. He set me on the right path for me. And mostly in my life, I've lived life on my own terms. Not selfish, I know how to give, I'm very generous at times, but what I really needed, and I feel quite fulfilled in my life, quite happy as a human being can be, especially these days. Hey, poof. Hi there, Mohammed. Salam, Mohammed Faizan. Namaste, Mohammed. Salam. Nice to see your name again. Aap kaise ho? Kaise ho, Mohammed ji? क्या हाल है? सब ठीक ठाक है? तुम्हारे परिवार की कुशल बात कैसे हो? ठीक है? शाबाश. वाह वाह वाह. शाबाश. मैं 1 बजे सो जाऊंगा 1 बजे लगभग मेरा टाइम है मोहम्मद. यदि अभी सो जाऊंगा तो जल्दी जल्दी से उठूंगा, जाग रहूंगा 3-4 बजे से जाग रहूंगा लगातार. Thank God. Kunal Rawat. Namaste, Kunal. Thanks for coming back. Namaste, Kunal. आप कैसे हो? सब ठीक ठाक है? तुम्हारे परिवार की खुशल बात सब ठीक ठाक है? शाबाश. वाह वाह वाह. Sandra, one thing I've found, this gives me a lot of reassurance at my advanced stage now. Otherwise, otherwise, Sandra, my last years will be filled with doubt, sometimes unhappiness, regrets. No, 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 no. I'm not into that. Purely by the power of my mind, Sandra, I can give myself mental tonics. David, don't have any regrets. You can't change anything in your own life. Things that happen, just accept they happen. Learning experience. And from day to day, just basically be happy. Breathe deep, Sandra, breathe deep. Oxygenate your entire being. Close the mouth, breathe through the nose, have a good oxygen, you know? No regrets, Bhaskar. I have very few regrets. To me, you see, Bhaskar, for some people, marriage is very, very important. We must get married. We must get married. For other people, marriage is not important. And when we have free choice in our society, when my society gives me free choice, get married or don't get married, wow, 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 wow. That's called advanced society, advanced culture, in my humble opinion. But don't misunderstand that, okay? Yeah, kind of sannyasi. That's right, Kunal. The world's population आजकल का दुनिया की आबादी बहुत बहुत बड़ा है यार, बहुत ही बड़ा है. 8 billion. 8 billion. Oof, 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 oof. Vanshika Modi, it's very nice to see your name again. Vanshika, namaste. आप कैसी हो? सब ठीक ठाक है? बीच में कहाँ गया थी? कहाँ गई थी? Wow, wow, shabash, Vanshika, namaste. Thank you. No, Bhaskar, I don't have 1% of regret about not getting married. Not 1%. The traveller, Bhaskar, needs one big backpack, no other luggage. Wow, wow, wow. Look at my smile. But that's just me, Bhaskar. That's just me. That's just my story. Yeah. Kunal Rawat. Sandra, that's beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. but outside of the royal family, completely outside of the royal family. Excuse me, Sandra, if you're a monarchist, but I'm the last monarch, definitely not a monarchist, definitely not a monarchist. I think the days of the monarchy around the world are just about dead and buried, just about. Yeah. Ah, Vanchika exams and everything. Exams and everything. I see. How do you feel about your exams? Are you feeling a little confident or? Very nice. You probably wanted to know how I feel about the monarchy, yeah? The monarchy. Oof. They should have hidden themselves away privately decades ago. They could have avoided so much public scrutiny of their life. They should have hidden themselves away decades ago. But I must respect many, many people who love their kings and queens. Um, not me. That's also funny, Sandra, because my mother was born in Wales. She was born in the south of Wales in a town called Tonapandi in the Rhondda Valley, South Wales. Yeah. Kunal, any life advice? Number one, try to make your own decisions independently. Number two, the world's population is huge, Kunal. The world's population is huge, huge. Number three, don't drink and don't smoke. Number four, the world's population is huge. Number five, either have a lot of involvement with other human beings and expect a lot of pain and confusion and sometimes time wasting, or don't have much involvement with other people. Look more to what you need in your life. I'll repeat that one. Have a lot of involvement with other human beings and expect a lot of time wasting, a lot of pain, and what was the last point? Confusion. Or choose the other route. Don't spend too much with other humans, too much time. Look more to what you need in your own life. You need in your own life. Not want, but what you really need. And lastly, dunia ki awadi bahut bada hai yaar. The world's population is really very big. Oof. I see, Sandra. Yeah, I must respect. See, people about monarchies around the world, and there are not too many now. I found that people either love their monarchies very, very much, or they just totally reject them. Um, I think the monarchy is basically a hangover from the past, Sandra, when innocently, naively, going from a few thousand years ago, people actually believed, people actually believed that their king or queen was a direct representative of God. But now people have woken up to that, you know. No, I can appreciate that. When you were in British Guyana, um, that you love the monarchy and everybody's different, you know. I see they used to visit there, did they? I see, that's interesting. Hi, Mikhail. Somebody was asking about you. All right then. Just a few minutes ago, another viewer was asking about you, Mikhail. Thakur's the name. Yes, Vanchika, Mikhail is Russian. He's recently joined our live stream and is a lawyer, Wakil in Moscow. Ashok, most people love other people's biz more than they love their own. Well. Yes, colonial lady, you're obviously very, very attached to the monarchy. Kunal says this is a pure Indian expression. Hindu, life is full of Maya and Leela. You know the whole world is either Maya or Leela. Thanks for coming back, Mikhail. And we had an internet problem, but it's fixed up now. Kunal says he's just 20 but feels like you're in the 50s. A very busy life. Basilo baby. Yes, Andrew, you love the monarchy too. Fair enough. Yeah, that's your choice. Yeah, that's right. This is one of the lovely things, Vanshika, that we do connect people across continents. Sometimes you viewers voluntarily talk to each other. Sometimes I give a little bit of a push, you know? Yeah. The other day we had a gentleman from Iraq, you know? Iraq. His name's Sajjad. Sajjad. Yeah, the YouTube ID was Salim from Iraq. Yeah. Mikhail's talking to Vansh Modi and saying, are you in touch with the PM of India, Modi? Ah, Ashok Hakuna, excuse me if I've been neglecting your emails lately, okay? Please don't mind, all right? Kunal says, you see yourself exhausted, your body looks older than it should be, and that feels very bad. Why have you? Are you just very, very busy continuously? Are you? Got a family? Lucky person. Or are you just, or are you just very busy in work or something like that? Why are you so exhausted? Mikhail, if you're interested, have a look at some recently uploaded video blogs of mine. Of course, you won't understand, mostly not in English, yeah? But you can get the visual side of it, you know? I've got many old blogs too, Mikhail. Oh, 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 wow. Wow, it's 12 midnight exactly. Oh, wow, wow. I see, Kunal. Kunal says, I have my parents, that's all, but stress, tension, and overthinking that look straight on my face. So, uh, what are you going to do about it, Kunal? What are you going to do about becoming the master of your thoughts, the master of your feelings, the controlling the stress? What are you going to do about it? Huh? Today, I can't remember what I had for for lunch today. I can't remember what I had for lunch today, so you can understand why. Um, I never have an evening meal, Ashok. I never have an evening meal. Curious guy forever. Hi, fishy man. How are you? Thanks, fishy man. Uh, yeah. Oh, look, I've been doing these live streams 4 or 5 hours a night, continue one night off since 7 months. Uh, so I will get tired. I have my ups and downs, fishy man, curious guy. I have my ups and downs. Um, I take some supplements, you know, Shilajit, and as a vegetarian, every second day I take a good iron tonic, and as a vegetarian, every day I take a good zinc tonic, Shilajit, as a general boost, you know. Oh, that's good, Kanal. Yeah, do some meditation. And never, never, never forget your breathing, your deep breathing, Kunal. Believe me. Oh, it's so easy to do, but not after a meal, you know? Close the mouth, breathe through the nose. Bring the mind back into where it lives. Bring the mind back into its head, into the head. Ah, drink plenty of good pure water. Mikhail, what supplements? Any drug? Well, some people call all medications, all supplements, natural or allopathic, they call drugs. No, I take, as a vegetarian of 15 years, I take every second, and living at altitude most of the time, a little less oxygen, vegetarian, I take every second day in the morning a good iron booster with vitamin B. On the alternate day, Mikhail, I take zinc, sometimes a full dose, sometimes a half a dose. Got to be careful with zinc, not too much. Iron and zinc are things which the vegetarian body craves for iron and zinc. Um, usually we can't get enough iron and zinc in the diet, but if you want to eat about 1 kilo of green veggies every day, then you'll get your full iron quota, etc., etc. And I take also a very good hormone booster, um, Shilajit, it's called in India, Shilajit. Comes from a rock up in the Himalayas, which used to be covered by ocean, Mikhail. Shilajit. We call in English red chalk, Chalk, red chalk. Ashok, a little bit of unsuccessful psychotherapy from your side, Ashok. Ashok asked Kunal, why do your parents force you to suffer? Why do your parents, Kunal, force you to suffer even though you're their child? And Kunal says, yeah, Kunal, Hakuna is actually Ashok. Are you mad? My parents are the loveliest people. They never did anything bad to me. Have you lost it? So you missed your mark there, Ashok. Never mind. Kunal, David, do you like philosophy? Uh, yeah, why not? Why not? If philosophy helps to explain reality, if philosophy helps to explain reality, yeah, then I like it. I'm not a big book reader, Kunal. I haven't read a book for 30 years. I don't watch movies. Uh, now, Fishy Man, yeah, I understand what you're saying, micro. Now, on the last point, Curious Guy, Market Shilajit is not authentic. Now, I don't agree with that. I mean, in India, of course, India and Nepal, uh, India is, I mean, one of the main centers of corruption on the whole planet. Everybody knows that. Everybody around the planet knows that India, one of India's main characteristics is corruption, right? That's a fact. It's a fact. And that there is a huge amount of adulterated medicines. But believe me, the one I take, Energic 31, Energic 31 is definitely the real thing. Since I've been taking it for 1 year, Fishy Man, Curious Guy, I have definitely felt a boost from it. It's not just, oh, I'm taking Shilajit and I'm feeling much better. It really does work. Energic 31 brand. In fact, um, you can get more proof if you like. You can get more proof if you like. Uh, Curious Guy from, you know, the name Zara. Zara comes onto this live stream regularly. You ask him, from my recommendation about a week ago, he started taking Energic 31, and he said the effect started to come on after just 24 hours after the first capsule. He's very busy person. I can definitely tell you that Not all market shilajits are cheating, corrupt products. Not all of them. I eat bananas every day. I always have. Every day of my life I've eaten bananas. Fisherman, even in the cold season, a little bit of ginger powder, black pepper. Oh yeah, I mean India is one of the centers of widespread corruption on the whole planet. It's sort of like a, can I say, genetic DNA, genetic DNA corruption. Not all people are corrupt, but genetic DNA corruption in many, many areas. Chanakya, hi Chanakya. You want me to define corruption? Well, I'm sure you got a clever argument about that too, you know. Um, Let me think about it. Yeah, nice to see you back, Chanakya. Nice to see you back. Thanks for coming again, yeah? That's right, fisherman. A pure vegetarian diet does lack things. I tell you what, there are ways to overcome this, fisherman, if the vegetarian is a flexible person. If the vegetarian is a flexible person, number one, if they can get tofu, you know, tofu is like a soybean curd. If they can get tofu into their diet 4 or 5 times a week, they will then get a real energy boost. And I can tell you from experience, one of the best foods as a protein source is if the vegetarian's a flexible person, doesn't let ideology tell them what to eat. Fresh village eggs, wow, 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 real eggs, not eggs that are produced in big towns and cities. They are very polluted foods. Um, because as we know, eggs are a rare, rare food. Eggs contain all of the essential amino acids. Amino acids are like the building block of protein, and eggs, very rarely, they contain all amino acids. Kunal says, there is no single expression of reality. Reality has many paths. For many of it, it's pathless. It's totally upon you. Yeah, that to me is more the philosophical expression of reality. To me, that's more the philosophical explanation about reality. Kunal, if I'm sitting up above the earth, if I'm sitting up above the earth on a satellite and I look down at the 8 billion humans and I look at all the creatures and the nature and the rivers, everything, I see reality, I believe, as it is. I'm not getting involved with how the sometimes cunning, how the sometimes cunning human mind looks at reality. I'm just looking at it from outside of the human mind because the human mind has many divisions. And sometimes, Kunal, the human mind is very, very cunning. I'm just looking at it as if I was sitting up and a satellite, well above the earth, looking down at everything. That to me would be reality, how things really are. Super Saiyan, hi Super Saiyan, that's Yash Rai, is it? Hi Yash, how are you? That's right, Fisherman. Yeah. Believe me, curious guy, believe me, as we become less young, our hormone levels drop. A lot of our problems in lack of power as we become are related to hormone decrease. Also, get your thyroid gland checked out. The thyroid gland, very easy medical test. But don't go to a corrupt, cheating pathology lab. Don't go to a corrupt, cheating. Um, Go to a real lab where they really do the test and they really do it properly. Yeah, just check those labs out. Oof. The medical test is called TFT, thyroid function test, TFT. The thyroid gland also is some people call the master gland. If the thyroid's going well, everything's going well, especially after the age of 40. Yeah, Janaki, what is corruption? Corruption is simply, well, you have to have the greedy, corrupt pig must be involved in the process of corruption. The greedy, corrupt pig must be involved in the central role, right? And we know that pigs have very, very big stomachs. Pigs have very, very big stomachs, Chanakya. Very big stomachs. And the pig's stomach, quite simply, is never, never satisfied. So you have to have the greedy, corrupt pig in the process of corruption, and you have to have someone who needs that thing. They need to be allowed to cheat in an exam. They need the services of corruption. That to me simply is what corruption is. Of course, people in a cunning argument will excuse corruption. Oh, look, it's competition. It's just surviving. Um, don't worry about it, you know. Things are still working okay. But corruption, you need the greedy, corrupt pig, and you need the demand for that product. It's a never-ending subject because the wild pig's stomach is very, very huge, and the wild pig's stomach is never, never satisfied. It's like a vicious cycle, Janakya, a vicious cycle. Curious guy, what's approved ORS? What's ORS? What's that? Ashok says to Chanakya, corruption equals eruption. Ah, now look, Chanakya, you've said something very interesting here. I have heard this comment before. That genetic DNA corruption was an inheritance of the colonial era. Maybe you're right, and maybe you're wrong. Maybe it's just a very, very clever excuse, blaming it on the colonial era. I personally don't believe that. I think in a very, very corrupt culture, in a very, very old corrupt culture, like India, like China, like Greece, like Italy, old cultures, I believe personally, and I'll say it again, genetic DNA corruption. It's a huge, huge fault, a huge fault, a huge weakness of character in that culture. And it's thousands of years old, brother, thousands of years old, well before the cunning, destroying British came, well before the cunning, destroying Mughal Empire, well before that. And this is something which, and this is reality, this is something which in many Western cultures, there is not this old genetic DNA corruption history. We don't have it. We don't have it. Where's the proof? Because look at our cultures today. I'm not saying Western cultures are superior, but one example. In Western cultures, public services do their jobs. In Western countries, public services, you call Nagarpalika, Jila Panchayat, they do their job. And if they don't do their job, they, under the law, can be penalised. How much more proof do you want, Janakya? Hey, don't blame it on the colonial era. That's not correct. Most Western cultures, Chanakya, do not have a genetic DNA history until today of widespread exam cheating. Mikhail. Mikhail says older relatives still tell stories about the 1990s. As if they survived an adventure novel. Every family seems to have one unbelievable story from that period. 1220. Yeah, it's interesting what you say, Mikhail. That's right, it's 12:30, Mikhail. Yeah, I do get tired. I do get tired recently more often, but it helps me pass the time. And the channel may become monetized in a couple of months. All I need now is 1,000, all I need now is about 800 more live stream watch hours from you lovely people, 800 more to reach 4,000. There are benefits of it, Mikhail. We do have sometimes some very interesting talks, interactions, interchanges of knowledge on this side and that side, new knowledge, and we get people together. And although it's a small channel, but there are these benefits too, you know. We have some fun too. I generally get tired between about 9:30 to 10:30, and then I pick up again. Fisherman, no. Recently, I and some of our viewers expressed ourselves. We felt there was too much talk on the BCE. On this channel, BCE is a name meaning British colonial era. We've spoken a lot about it the last 7 months. We're cutting down on it now, but it's not taboo. And the big R word, the big uniting and divisive big R word. Yeah, it can only be religion. And the other big P word, eh? What's the big P word, you may ask? Politics. Oof. And we also sometimes had some very, very personal comments, attacks in these three areas. So we're trying to cut down on it, but it's not taboo. That's right, Fisherman. Tofu is a fermented gut booster. When the vegetarian can get tofu, they must eat it. And if the vegetarian has a free, independent mind on whether they should eat fresh chicken eggs from the village, well, Shivam Sharma. Hi, how are you, Shivam? How are you? Fine? Namaste. Nice to see your name on the channel again. Oh, yes. Yeah, everybody has their tonics. Everybody has their cures for good health. Mine is bananas every day, 2 or 3 bananas. In wintertime, just mix some masala in there. Oof, bananas. In the old Roman days, going back to the Roman Empire, which was a pretty decent empire, the Roman Empire, they apparently didn't do too much naked, mega loot of the local people's resources. I like the Roman Empire, what I heard about it. And in the old Latin language, listen to this, in the old Latin language of the Romans, the word for banana is musa sapientum. Musa sapientum. In Roman Latin language, musa means fruit, sapientum means wise. So bananas, they call bananas fruit of the wise person, fruit of the wise person. Buttermilk, woo, boom, boom. Everybody after 40 must get their thyroid gland. It's known as the master gland. If the thyroid gland, I take a couple, just a moderate amount of thyroxine every day, thyroxine. Just make sure that the drug company selling you that are not greedy, corrupt pigs. Just make sure that the product is original. Um, the brand in India I take, I think it's called Ecotrin. But don't quote me on that, it's a bit late at night now, but you know, all these pharmacists in South Asia, they know all of the original products in their pharmacy and they know the knuckly ones also. Yeah, TFT, thyroid function test. Just make sure you go to a real path lab, a real one. Yep. And curious guy, if you are vegetarian, iron, you must get your iron levels checked out. Hemoglobin. Kunal sending a Kunal is saying, David, is materialism reality? Oh, now we're getting into heavy duty stuff now, Kunal Rawat. For many years, it is a topic of debate. One cannot measure jealousy, so it doesn't exist. Oh, but one can measure jealousy, especially from the inside of the jealous person. But they may not want to look into the mirror too closely. Photo Express 2 for, oh, I don't know about that. Chanakya. People rarely see reality as it is. They see it as they were taught to see it and call that wisdom. Well, yeah, I can't disagree with that. Fisherman, curious guy, thanks for staying up so late. Only by being financially self-independent, based on a minimalist life, yep, that's me, staying happy, being straightforward, can one overcome corruption or be happy alone? Yeah, you see, we cannot change the nature of the greedy, corrupt pig. Like I said, the pig's stomach is huge, never satisfied. We can't change their nature, but if the law system works properly, they can go into jail sometimes. Hi, Vanchika, still here? Here goes Chanakya again with his deep philosophy here, and there's some truth in this. When ordinary people want more, it's greed. When institutions want more, it's growth. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. I see, oral rehydration solution. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting about ORS. Yeah, that's interesting, the details you're giving about ORS, Fisherman. That's interesting about ivermectin. I'm just a bit tired now. I can't repeat your messages, Fisherman. Chanakya, David, our education model was based on case studies. Then came the Britishers who corrupted the education system. I can believe that. The whole system got flawed. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. The law of Pahadi David trumps everything else on stream. Kunal, if tofu tastes bitter or even sour, tofu is a wonder food for vegetarians. A wonder food. A wonder food. Tofu is a wonder food for vegetarians. If you know how to cook, you can remove that bitter taste. Oh yeah, garlic. That's right, Fisherman. Thanks for that. Yeah, we do um, cover everything twice a year. You see, I've been here now in this room continuously for 8 months. So it's a bit difficult with me living. Anyhow, I don't need to excuse. Yeah, no, it don't. Right. That's right. Nice in summer, nice in winter. Now, look, it's starting to get very late now. Very late. Please now, can you send your last messages? And yeah, I mean, curious guy. Sometimes I have to live in cement boxes, and they give a very, very, very different feeling when you're living in a cement box. Totally non-organic. Okay, curious guy, and I don't know where you got your excellent level of English from. Wow, wow, wow. Don't let the bed bugs bite. That's right. All right, now look, let's finish in 5 minutes. Please, please send your last messages now, and we'll finish in 5 minutes, okay? Because it's getting very quiet now. But Chanakya, I will stand by my belief that in some cultures there is an inherent genetic flaw, amongst 30-40% of the culture of the people, strongly leaning towards corruption. This is true in China, it's true in India, it's true in Greece, Italy. In my experience, you know, what people have told me at first hand, yeah? Thanks to Nakia for coming back late at night and staying for some time. That's nice. All right, then any last messages, please? Last call. And thanks to you people staying up so late. It's like it's nearly 12:45, yeah? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, all right then, let's go. Namaste to everybody. Thanks for coming. And I'll be here at least tomorrow night again, okay? And every one of you people are night owls. Night owls. Namaste. Thank you. Oh, yes. Fisherman, of course, you've spoken before about leaving India. Wise decision at the moment. Wise decision. Um, unless, like me, you're living well away for from the vast majority of the population. Thailand, I see. That's interesting. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. All right then. Namaste, everybody. I love you all. Thanks for coming, and I'll be here tomorrow night, same time. Okay, starting from 6 p.m. Namaste. Thank you.